Brightest blessings, everyone. Psychic medium Elizabeth Grove, the Paranormal Priestess here. Welcome to the Paranormal Priestess YouTube channel. And if you are new, welcome, welcome, welcome. My name's Elizabeth. I am a divine channeler, a psychic medium, and a rare remote spirit extractor specialist. And my work is available all over the world. I do personal readings. I bring through your angelic team. Sometimes your loved ones in spirit may come through. I do a lot of work for twin flames. So I do a lot of divine channeling, and I do very specialized remote spirit extraction work, which actually counts as a full soul complex healing as well, and activation. And lots of people all over the world have been benefiting from the work that I have been putting out there, and for that I am so completely grateful and blessed to be able to offer it. I am a divine twin flame. So if you are watching this right now and you are a twin flame, yes, I am on the journey as well. I'm on the journey towards manifested union, and I have a lot in common with you. I've been going through this journey for some time now and go through a lot of the very same types of obstacles and struggles and challenges. And this really has changed me in just magnificent ways, as it would if you are an authentic twin. Definitely this journey changes everything for you. If you are new to the channel, I definitely urge you to watch two videos that I have put up on the channel that I think that would really help you out in terms of understanding what you're experiencing better, having it more confirmed for you. And that's twin flame recognition and twin flame communication, which covers the higher self communication and the telepathic communication. And I break down a lot of things. So if you are new and you happen to ran into this video and it came into your feed and you just clicked on it, I love when that happens. There's no mistake with that, with the universe. I welcome you here, and I definitely recommend those two videos for you. What I do on the channel is I love to be able to bring through updates, messages. I do monthly messages, but I also do a lot of updates, such as the one that I'm doing today, which is about the flower moon on the 29th, on Tuesday in Sagittarius, the flower moon. And what's amazing about these moons now and these solstices is that we are having a lot of these cosmic events happen. So we're having portal energies happening, activation energies happening. And so there's a lot that comes up during these times. And, you know, it's really interesting how all of us have so much in common with what we're going through with these portal energies. So I will be doing a message specifically on the flower moon today, and I actually consulted Archangel Michael, who I'm very, very close with, especially with the spirit extraction work that I do. And he gave me some pretty intense, direct messages connected to the flower moon that I want to share with all of you. If you are new, I also put up a lot of videos, giving tools to help you clear, to heal, to protect yourself. All those things that I feel like would be really relevant to your divine journey. A lot of my work, can really be shared, I think, with other people as well. I mean, I was a reader and a clearer before I was reading for twin flames and doing clearings for twin flames. I was doing this work for everyone. But yes, I am a twin flame myself, and so I was really guided to really support the twin flame collective. And so here I am, and it's been really just a blessing to do that, and to be able to hear how this work has impacted people is really emotional for me. I've been through so much, and I'm still currently going through, obviously, my own healing work, and being able to reach out and to help others while I am helping myself, while I'm also helping my beloved too from a distance. It's a lot, but you know what? I feel so great when I am able to, confirm and validate for someone, or get, really dark interferences out of their lives and have that be, such a moment for them where they're finally able to just move forward. Lots of people, they feel stuck with blockages, and just to be able to assist in that way is just an incredible experience for me, and I'm very grateful, and I don't take it lightly. I literally am thankful every day that I get to be a conduit, for this type of work. So I want to get to the messages with the flower moon. So we are at, I can't believe the time, right? Memorial Day, right? Wow. I have a feeling that this summer is going to go really, really fast. And if you haven't been noticing, that we have been accelerating like crazy, moving forward. Timelines, just collapsed and just moving, right? So time is a lot faster now. Yep, it's not you only that you're feeling that. It is the truth that it's faster. And we are now up to Memorial Day and the flower moon on Tuesday in Sagittarius. And Sagittarius is that air sign about growth, expansion, flights of imagination, and a philosophical type of sign. These messages I have here, for those of you who are new to the channel, I do a lot of automatic writing. I also get a lot of things direct, and I'm also a physical channeler, so that I don't do on actual YouTube, but I do that within sessions a lot of times. And what's awesome about that is that I give, a lot of the messages the way the angelics are actually saying it, how they're wording it, so it keeps it really organic, and I love that. I love doing that. And, I'm here if anyone is guided, theparanormalpriestess.com. I will check in to see if you are a vibrational match, if it's guided, and if my team is guiding me to move forward, that I am the reader for you or the clearer for you, then I'll definitely let you know either way. I always check to see if it's a match, and I always like to make sure that I'm doing my work for the highest good. So I always check in to see if it is. So if it's not, please, I just, ask that you please respect this. I am being honest about that, and it's because I like to really do my work with integrity, with honesty, and again, it's all about doing things out of the highest good. So I always check to see if I'm the person that fits into your journey. Again, theparanormalpriestess.com is the website. I just allow some patience. For those of you who are returning clients, there's a lot going on between doing my readings, doing the extraction work, which takes time to look into the cases, takes time to be able to gather information and actually do these cases, and a bunch of them have been coming up. And I also have my own journey, my own healing to tend to, and somewhere in there, a life in there, in between there. Somewhere in there. We try our best to keep things balanced, and it doesn't always work, but we attempt our best to do that. But yeah, if I don't get back to you, for a few days or so, it could be like 3, 4, sometimes I try not to let it get to 5, but sometimes it has happened. But just please bear with me. Doesn't mean that I'm not getting back to you. It just means that there's a lot going on. There's a lot of inquiries and a lot of things going on in my life as well. So I just ask you to please understand that, and I will be with you. The flower moon. Now, for those of you who have been following the channel, you know that we had that pink moon that came up. And with the pink moon, it was pretty intense. Oh my gosh, we had a lot of things coming up, okay? And the flower moon is going to be kind of following in the footsteps of that, but yet not as intense. So, speaking to Michael on this, the intensity of this, things are going to get easier as, a little bit easier, less intensified as we move forward from the flower moon. But we are now at this point when a lot of things are closing out. Okay, we come to these full moon portals. We come to the solstice is coming up, right? The June 21st, and that, is going to be obviously a big event there, okay? And we're working ourselves up through all these portals as things keep accelerating. So these are our closures when things happen, is what I'm being told. So what does that mean? It means a lot of things are being closed out of our lives, shutting them out for good. They're coming up so that way we can be done with them. And it's a matter of how much we just got tingles. Just got tingles when I said that. I love that. That's live. It's up to us for us to really recognize and not resist the things that we are closing out with these portals, with these closures. So, I have the direct, like I love to do, for those of you who have watched my monthly messages, and this is kind of like, the same type of format where I'm going to be reading it, but I'm also, if anything else comes to mind, I'll be adding that in as well. But this was from Michael. It's not long of a message. It's pretty, compressed and to the point, very direct. Michael's always wanted to give very, very strong messages. The flower moon, okay? This portal for the flower moon is to be a pushing force in order to take actions that conclude areas that are of challenge and obstacles. Challenge and obstacle. Areas of challenge such as what you are facing are closing down, and so to hang on to such areas would only further delay manifested unions. Okay, now this is something to really realize here, is that this moon will be bringing up those things, of course, that we are going to be closing out. And we are really, really being pushed now, guys, to take actions that are going to serve our highest good. I just looked at my timer, my video. It's at 11:33 when I said that. 11:33, right there. Synchronicities. How much are they happening, right? But we're being strongly, strongly guided to take actions, anything and everything that is keeping us from being within our power. I know I've been saying this, but as we're moving forward, when these closures happen, these portal gateways, they're going to bring it up. They're going to keep on bringing it up. If we have stuffed it back down or tried to resist it, they're going to bring it back up. And it's up to us now to really understand that this is not going to serve us. It's not going to serve us in our best authentic self, in our own type of life, right, in our daily life. And it's certainly not going to serve us as we step into the physical manifested part of our twin flame partnerships. We're going into now the physical final stage of manifested union. And so you have to think about that. Now, it's not about hanging out in the 5D anymore and having those amazing adventures. And, I've had them myself, and it's very common to the twin flame journey. We get to know our beloveds on a soul level, which is really a wonderful thing. And, for those of us who have met in the physical and to go into separation again, which happens to heal, and then we have the energetic connection still there. Of course, this goes beyond time and space. So, but it's not about staying there. Excuse me. It is not about only energetically staying in the 5D. It's not about that. This is to be grounded now. We are at that point. So if there are certain personal issues that you are struggling with, if you are the one who is awakening further to this and becoming more conscious of this, this is happening now too. Being more conscious. It's on both ends. It's on your end who's watching it, and it's on your beloved's end, and becoming conscious of things. Conscious of the truth. What is it that it's in the highest good for you to know and to act on in order to prepare for a physical life together? And this flower moon is going to be that push. And then, of course, the solstice is going to be a huge push in that direction. Full moons are closures as well as other cosmic events being closures. The effects of these closures depend on what the twin flames have personally left, and these areas are to come up to be experienced in the intensity that many are uncomfortable with. Okay, so it's always very uncomfortable to have to, deal with things that we have stuffed down for a while or perhaps been in denial about. But it's about becoming our best versions and being able to live that out physically here, and being able to, bring that in with our other halves, with our beloveds, so that way we can impact the earth and bring that unconditional love. So that's, those are the challenges here, but we are winding down now. We are winding down, and to get this work done is a state of urgency, really. So the pink moon, Michael said, has done the same. However, there is a lessening of this intensity since the pink moon, yes. As we move forward, there is an acceleration to push forward now, as we just said. The consciousness of work to be finished with is the intensity of the experience. It is in the highest good now for all to take necessary actions to address what would prevent a harmonious daily physical union. Health, addictions, self-worth issues, fears of commitment. Solar plexus, okay, is coming up as what's being affected. Okay, the solar plexus is the seat of our power, right? So the solar plexus would be of self-worth, willpower, confidence, and commitment. Okay, all of those things. We have the sacral center is being affected with emotional ties, emotions connected to relationship. And this is also to how we view ourselves intimately with others, also sexual. And these are to be worked through now. Okay, so we've talked about that before with the sacral center and the solar plexus. Again, these things are coming up. We're talking about the word conscious, to be more conscious of. So self-worth seems to be a really big one that is coming up. You have to think of it again, in terms of tying this in with living this out in the physical. So if you are having issues, say you're having addictions, or you are somehow not loving your body enough, if you just are not feeling that you're capable enough to achieve anything in the world, again, all of that, these things are going to come up for you to work through and to close the door on now. Okay, and as far as delaying union, can it happen? Yeah. Yes, it can happen. There's approximate time frames. It's about the energy. It's about where we're vibrating at, right? Where we're vibrating, where our frequencies are, and that's in conjunction also too with the universal support pushing everything together. There are windows of opportunity, roughly, for our journeys. Okay. So we have a roundabout, time frames, but yes, delays can be made, and the more basically we resist to our own self-healing, when we're recognizing things, or we choose to just ignore it or not act on helping ourselves, that can absolutely delay things rather. Say there's some people have health issues. That's a challenge in the physical. That's a challenge to be able to come into union, and you're having health challenges. It's not going to work. It's about getting your body together. It's about getting your stuff together now. It really is. If you are going through, any type of addiction, whether it be alcohol, whether it be drugs, whether it be sex, whether you have OCD or a body dysmorphic disorder, or any type of addiction or anxiety disorder, or something that is disarray, that's imbalanced, right? It's about getting things into balance. It's about taking those actions to be able to, again, work through it and close the door on it for good. Many of these things have lingered for years. Perhaps you've been in denial. Perhaps you've struggled with it. Perhaps people have tried to get you to go to a doctor or see a therapist, or tried to perhaps talk you into going to AA. Perhaps you've had issues with being confident in yourself, and you just let a lot of opportunities go because you just didn't feel like you were good enough, right? And that could have been that opportunity to move forward on your path, hence move your union time forward. These are the types of things, and actions are absolutely highlighted now for us to not be in resistance and be able to get our stuff together. Get our stuff together. Get it together. I'm sorry. I have to find a little bit of humor on this journey for anyone who knows me. You gotta. But it's true. You gotta get your things together. It's really, really important. And as we're pushing forward and time is accelerating and we're moving into the manifested union part, as hard as some of these challenges may be, whatever is left there, it's up to us to take those steps, take those actions. If you are feeling like it's time to reach out for help, it's up to you to use your free will, take the guidance that you're getting, and finally help yourself without resisting, without putting a delay out there. Okay, taking those steps, the universe will meet you with those steps because it's supporting you, it's supporting the journey that you have chosen, right? And anything and everything that we can do to achieve our own self-union is what's going to help. That's what's going to help bring everything together with our beloveds, because they are the other half of us. They are us. They are the other side of us, our counterparts. So we will affect each other, right? Your beloved, if your beloved is awakening, who is watching us, they are becoming a lot more conscious of things now. They're getting to be a lot more conscious of what's not working for them, and they are absolutely getting that guidance to close out things in their lives, whether it be toxic people, toxic patterns, addictions, fear-based thoughts and conditioning, and connected to relationship and intimacy and how they view sex and relationship. They're becoming conscious of this so that way they can no longer repeat those patterns. It's not about putting it on the repeat button anymore. It's about putting a full stop. Okay? I don't want to date myself by saying, all right, next let's get a new CD. Okay, because we're not with CDs anymore, right? Okay. But that's what it's about. It's about not repeating that. Okay, we're closing the door on those things. Okay, we said the sacral center, emotional ties, relationship, all of those things. So if you have a beloved, or if you are the one who is currently becoming more conscious of this, perhaps you are now guided to come out of a karmic partnership or no longer repeat the same. Did you hear that? That was a snap. That was a snap on Archangel Michael's candle back there. That's the second time this happened on a video with Michael's messages. Oh, you cannot make this stuff up. You cannot make that stuff up. Wow. Yeah, his candle, I think, is kind of hidden back here from the video, but it's there, and I heard that. You probably caught that. But as I was saying, if you are the beloved who is awakening, you are becoming more conscious of what's not working in your life. So you might be guided to come out of your most likely coming out of your karmic partnership, karmic marriage, no longer repeating the same types of toxic patterns with partnership, perhaps dating the same toxic type, because you're changing. And again, you are closing the door on those things, and you're becoming a lot more conscious of who you are and the fact that you are on this twin flame journey and that you do have another half who you are experiencing in dreams, experiencing telepathically, experiencing the signs and synchronicities, which have been nonstop. But you're becoming a lot more conscious of what it all means. So we have consciousness happening on both ends. Okay, to really create those changes, take the action steps to create those changes in order for us to come into manifested union. So Michael was saying about the chakras here, that about the solar plexus and the sacral, that these chakras have been addressed before. However, there is more to do in terms of taking action before a union. Okay, that's what we mentioned. And the important message that he really wants to end with is that the weaknesses in the physical and emotional aspects, these are the ones that we are becoming aware of here. Okay, our weaknesses. How are we weak in our power? How are we weak in our emotions? And how we view relationship with self, how we view relationships with others, relationship with the world. A lot of these things are coming up. But Michael wants to remind everyone that we are with you, and he's wishing everyone much love and courage through it all. And I know how important these messages are that Michael's candle snapped. Okay, and also that I've seen 11:33 at one point in the video earlier. So I really, really hope that these messages confirm some things that are happening. I don't want anyone to become really alarmed when these cosmic events come, because I know that, it's the intensity time. But rather, if, there are uncomfortable things that come up, if you are having that happen, if you are even picking up from your twin, you most likely are picking up a lot of things coming from them, okay? Angers and sadnesses and, the feelings and the thoughts that are connected to the transition that they're going through. Because if you are the more awakened twin, your beloved is definitely going through, this is something else that I had received to share, is that your beloved is going through decision making now. They are making choices. I got this for my own union. In fact, I want to share another tag with you, another synchronicity that happened to me. I had to stop into Whole Foods. Try not to make it a habit to stop into Whole Foods that much anymore, but I had to go in there for something, so I stopped in there because it was the only place that really had what I was looking for. And I was in the aisle, and this woman mentioned my twin's name nice and loud so I could hear it. She was right by my aisle, of course, and she said his name 3 times. She goes, blank, blank, blank. The pressure's on blank. And I went, oh my gosh. Wow, the pressure's on. And I knew at that point that really validated some of the messages that I was getting, that there were certain choices that he was making, decisions. Okay, and there was shifting, that major shifting going on in his life, that he just felt like he had to make choices between things, or perhaps even choices between people. But there was just, choices coming up for him in his space. And it's true. It's true. If you are not in physical union yet, there are still things left, so please don't lose confidence. Anytime, if this is also for those of you who are new, if your beloved has blocked you, if your twin flame had said that they no longer want to talk to you or see you, that's because you brought out things within them that were highly uncomfortable, and those are the things that we are talking about when we're talking about closure. You've triggered their fears regarding themselves, their fears of getting too close to someone, or commitment, and it's always related to the bad experiences that they've had. The challenging experiences growing up, perhaps connected to their parents, or connected to a bad marriage that left them wounded, or a relationship that left them wounded. It's always going to come from some sort of conditioning. So I want you to know that if you're not in that place of understanding how triggers work and why you go into separation, it's really important to realize that is that the mirroring is always going to, there's always going to be mirroring, and that's always, your twin flame is always going to get you to heal, okay, get you to recognize things, so that way you can work through them, release them for good, transmute energy, and heal, so that way you can step into a higher vibration and a faster frequency. So it's best to look at it that if your twin, and I did a video about twin flame triggers, by the way, if you want to take a look at that, it's on the channel. But triggers are always going to get you to realize, and this is a gift about it, what is left to recognize what is left to heal, because you're reacting from that place. You're reacting from the energy, because you both come together and you mirror and you magnify that energy, and that's positive and negative. So it's just helpful to know that, but don't give up. So if you are currently in separation right now, recognize that that's okay, and it's actually a good thing that you are, and it's getting you to, do the healing work, and it's getting them to be able to do the healing work. And yes, they are doing the healing work. They are being supported, and they are being pushed by these energies to release a lot. And sometimes, yes, you'll be receiving things from their end and you'll be helping them, and sometimes they'll be receiving from your end and they're helping you. So it's got to come out of someone, right? But if the separation is still the case right now, just embrace it and recognize it as the chance to be able to step into your empowerment and to work with these closures, like the flower moon, like the solstice coming up. Work with these cosmic events and work with your team. Ask your team. Archangel Michael is always around. Your spiritual team is there to support you. And there's Mother Goddess, Father God, Jesus Christ. They're there to support you on this journey. So if there's something that you're not recognizing, perhaps ask them to help you to recognize what it is that would be in the highest good for you to let go of and work through. And many times you already know, and it's just not, you just have been afraid to maybe take that step, or you've been in denial or resistance for a while. But now is the time where we are facing off. We are facing off with these things, and there is an urgency to do so. So whatever is going to help you, whatever actions you can take, and if you are guided to not do this alone, then there are other people out there who are there to help you. So whether it's a reader, whether it's a clearer, whether, maybe perhaps you're guided to me, for some validation and confirmation and guidance there. And, of course I'm an extractor. I can help you out there. Perhaps you are guided to go to a physician or a therapist or AA or, some sort of professional energy worker, nutritionist, whatever it may be, and you haven't taken those steps yet. It's about bringing this all together because everything is culminating. And, we are here to get through these things now and to get through them for good. So we can step into a place of balance. We can step into a place of our empowerment, and we can stay in alignment as long as we can. We're always going to be working on alignment through our lives, and we're always going to work on being within union with our beloveds in the physical. Okay, so that's a work in progress. It's not something that, once we're together in the physical, that equates to union and that's it. Okay, yep, that's it. No more work to be done. We did all of this to get here and that's it. No, it's not about that. It's about, working together out of love, always choosing love over ego. And, since we're having a human experience, if we tend to fall out of alignment here and there, we will be there to work together to always choose love and to come back into alignment and to pay that forward to the earth. That's pretty much like in a nutshell as far as with Twin Flames, right? We're here to do that. We're here to template. We're here to bring unconditional love energy out to the world. Have that be the new partnership, the pure partnership. And this world can definitely use it and definitely use you. So please don't give up. Hang in there. I know for many of you it has been a long stretch. For me, it has been no different. But if you just understand where this is all going, that it is going somewhere, it's not going nowhere, just keep on following it and work with what's coming up and stay the course. There's going to be a lot of miraculous things coming up. So I urge you to stay in the light with everything. All right? From the heart of the darkness is born the light. Many blessings to all of you. I'm going to leave all my contact information in the description. Again, just please have some patience with me with being able to get back to your inquiries. But I am here, and I am extremely thankful to be on YouTube and to be doing the mission work that I'm doing. So, love you guys. You can leave questions and comments below. I'll do what I can to get back to those. But I love hearing from you, and I think it's really a beautiful thing when we're all positively sharing with this journey, because it can be very isolating, and it's just great to be able to be positive though, and share and connect with others and support. So I hope you'll decide to do that. Thanks, subscribers, and thank you to anyone who has watched this video, and maybe you will become a subscriber. I hope you do. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye. See you next week. Happy Memorial Day and happy full moon.